everyone.
Can you hear us? Let me know if you can hear me, please. Somebody, anybody?
I can hear you.
Hello, hello, hello. Give us a thumbs up. Anything.
I can't hear. Paul will start the show very shortly, guys. Are we delayed? Where are you going Sunday?
Guys, can you hear me? Yep.
Is that yep to us?
Yes, good. Okay, how are we going? We just want to do this live show for two reasons. One, to let you know what's happening with the Great Victorian Bakery Ride, which will affect a lot of the people down here in Victoria. Maybe won't affect people elsewhere, but I just wanted to get that out of the way. So it's starting, obviously we've said it before, but at the BP Rock Bank westbound, and we want you there at about 8:30, so we can do a bit of a safety briefing. Make sure, if you can, if you've fueled up, make sure you've got plenty of fuel in the bike. We've got a safety briefing beforehand, which will have a couple of things to fill out. It'll be just like a next of kin, an emergency number, just in case if something bad does happen, which hopefully it doesn't, but just in case.
It won't.
So we're covered, so we can ring somebody for you. It'll also be, there's a bit of a prize pack going to be given away on the day, so we'll draw that out of that group of people that sign up for that. It'll be whatever I can think of. It'll be a couple of t-shirts or a wind cheater and a stubby hole or something, that sort of stuff. But if you can get there 8:30, BP westbound would be fantastic. Stands up at 9 a.m. If the weather's bad, we'll try and make a call as early as we can. Probably close the business on Friday if possible, just so we get Bob Bucket. Don't think he'll make it. No, it'd be a bit of a stretch for you to come, mate. But we'll try and let people know, sort of close the business on Friday, just so we can get everything happening, and also we're going to let the businesses know. I've done the route a couple of times now just to see how it is because of the fact that we've had so much rain. I've had to alter it a couple of times because there are a lot of potholes on a lot of the secondary roads around Victoria at the moment because of the weather. It's been horrible. So at this stage, we're going to go up straight the Western Highway. We'll take the Dalesford exit. We'll head towards Dalesford, make a left at Dalesford, head across to Creswick. That'll be our first stop. And then from Creswick, we'll head back through Dalesford into Trentham East to the Pig and Whistle for lunch. And then from the Pig and Whistle, after being there for an hour or so, we'll head into Woodend to Berkey's Bakery. And that's where we'll finish. Now, all these places I've scouted, there's ample parking. There's toilets close by.
That's the first thing I checked out.
Yes, Elaine, Lady Pistolot here. She made sure she checked them all out. Like I said, there's plenty of parking really close by, so you'll have no issues with that. The roads that we're taking on those rides, there's a couple of potholes in a couple of spots, but they're nothing major. We should be able to avoid them. What we're trying to do on this first one is to make it safe and as successful as possible, because we want more of these to happen.
Yeah, because it's our first one.
Yeah, it's our first one, so we want to make sure that everybody has a good time and it's manageable. So far, I think we're avoiding roundabouts. Yes, we're going to try to avoid roundabouts.
And little old ladies.
And little old ladies, yes. So we want you to ride safe. It's not a race. Trust me, we're not impressed by anybody. So please, nice and safe. We're going to ask you, make sure you're riding stagger formation. So if there is a pothole, you've got plenty of time and room to move out of the way. Some people have asked why we're doing the run. Well, the main reason we're doing the run is we want to, through the whole spicy cough and all that sort of stuff, there was a bit of a division between the city and the country, and they've had it really hard, and we want to bring Australia and Victoria back together. I think it'll be a really good thing to show support for the country guys. I can't wait till we get up to some of the even more flood affected areas. I mean, these places have been well and truly affected over the last couple of years, but basically all of Victoria is pretty badly affected at the moment. To my friends up in Echuca, Myrtleford, Bright, Rutherglen, our thoughts are with you guys. Like I always say, if there's anything you need, reach out to us. I'll be more than happy to help you with whatever we can do. I know it's a shit situation, but together we'll try and get it pull it all back together and hopefully get you back on your feet as soon as possible. With the actual route itself, they're mostly. I would have liked to have done a little bit more of a exciting ride, but look, it's still a nice ride. There's plenty of picturesque places we're going to go through. It's really, really nice. But like I said, I don't want it to be dangerous to anybody, and I don't want anybody wrecking their motorbikes, sticking their wheel in a pothole or something like that. So we're just trying to keep it as good as possible. We really want to put some money in the businesses, so try and spread the love. Maybe get a small
Unless
sausage.
you're a pig like me and you just want to eat the whole.
That would be on the cards, and trust me, by the time if it would eat, it'll be, oh my god, I shouldn't eat that last one. But that will happen. We really want to spread the love, so get a coffee at one, something small at the next one, and just something at the end. There'll be plenty of time to hang around and talk, because we want to get to know you guys.
Yes.
We really want to do that. On that sign-up thing that Whitey's doing, thank you, Whitey, from that Harley couple.
He said we will be using simple corner marking system.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're using a corner marker system. So what will happen is whoever is the second person at the time when we're turning behind me, you will stop and just direct the rest of the bikes through. And once the last bike goes through, off you go, and you just jump on the end. And as we go along, the next corner and the next corner, whoever's second, you just stop, direct everybody through, and then you tack on to the end. We'll have a tail end Charlie there just to make sure there's no problems. And we've also got a car following us at the end as well. So if if anybody's wife or like that wants to get off, if it's too cold or whatever, you can get off and jump in the car. That'll be on offer as well. So corner marshals, second person behind me stops, directs the traffic through. And then everybody follows on after that. Okay, so that's how we'll work that. Does anybody have any other questions about the bakery run? Just fire them at me quickly.
Won't be there, but I hope you have a successful ride. Of course, feed Elaine.
Yes.
No doubt, Elaine will be eating.
Guys, if you've got on the day, feel free to come up and ask us whatever you want. Like honestly, if you've got ideas, suggestions, all that sort of stuff, we'll be happy to come and we're happy to talk to you. And make sure you get other people that are along, get to have a chat to them, because if this is successful and we do a few more and we do some up Rochester, Echuca, and up towards Wangaratta, Rutherglen, Myrtleford, all that way, which is what we want to do. It'd be great if people know each other, because we can really start a really nice riding community together.
We might even go away together.
Yeah, look, and that's absolutely on the cards. Just bring some good weather, mate. I hope it's good weather. I really, really do, because Tanisha White, who was your favourite child?
There's somebody driving, George, and he said if there's any single ladies, his car's available.
The lone wolf. I'm in the wrong state. Yeah, you are, mate, at the moment. What was I just going on about then?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
See? She doesn't even listen. Does not even listen. As far as the weather goes, like I said, we will, all the single ladies. As far as the weather goes, like I said before, we'll make a call on, if I can, Friday night, if it's dicey. And look, if it's going to be, a couple of mils, obviously we're still going to go. But if it's going to be pouring like it was today, unfortunately we'll have to pull the pin, because it's no point 5 or 6 of us going. We want to put quite a few people through. Having a look at the registrations at the moment, I think there's about 20 already registered and about another 60 odd that are super keen to come. If we could get somewhere in the middle of that would be fantastic. I would be absolutely wrapped. Look, I really, really, really want to make this a success. I think it can be a really good thing for the motorcycle community.
And we all look out for each other. We should be fine.
Yeah, but everybody looks out for each other. We should be fine. I think it'll be great as a motorcycle community to really make a difference like this. I think it'll be also good It'll put a good spin on in the media, and I think moving forward as it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and I think it will.
Yep.
It'll be give us another dance, Elaine.
I was doing it for him mucking around. Just wait. Karma.
Like I said, the
Watch
camera
this
is
space.
always
Watch this
on.
space. That's all I'm saying.
Actually, that sign in the background, I want to make a point of that. Nelson Pollard, who has Nell signs in Narre Warren, 11 Vesper Drive, Narre Warren. Thank you, Nelson. That was Whitey got that organised for me. Have a look at that sign. How good does that look? Thank you very much, because it's an awesome sign. Look at that, and it gives us a backdrop rather than our kitchen, which is handy. So yeah, just going back to the run, we really want it to be a success. I really want it to be an annual thing. We're going to do probably 4, 5, 6, half a dozen a year. I think it'll be a fantastic thing, and there's no reason why we won't come into state. I'm happy to come into state as well and do it, and we'll be more than happy to come there and ride with you guys as well. I think it'll be a really good thing to do. I think, as I said, it's a really positive thing for the motorcycling community to do, because we all have toy runs and all that sort of stuff, but nobody's really doing anything like this. And I think to offer that support and show that support to our country friends, I think is a very, very important thing to do.
And for me to have to eat all those pies.
And for Elaine to eat all those pies. Now, we've done that run now 3 times, and 3 times Elaine has cleaned up and on the way home said, oh my God, I've eaten too much. So we know that the stuff there is pretty good where we're going. Okay, Q&As. I put a Q&A thing out on our social media to ask people if they had any questions they wanted to ask us, and this is what we keep saying. We're happy to answer any questions. And can I just say, 41 people in the chat. That is fantastic. Thank you so much to everybody. We really appreciate it. The first question is, what's your favourite pastry? Of course, Elaine.
Well, it's a toss-up between a pepper pie, a curry pie. Then I like the vegetarian pasty, but I also like the sausage. I don't know. I just like all of it. I just like food. I'm just a pig. I love food. That's it. I don't have one special thing. I like everything.
Well, that didn't answer the question. Mine would be a steak and mushroom pie. They are pastizzi, yes. Pastizzi's big on the...
Yes, pastizzis. I like the pea pastizzis.
Pazzelli. Yeah, but for me, I like the steak and mushroom personally. And also, if a good pasty...
I
have a good pasty.
I'm not the only one that keeps going.
These questions are from Rochelle. Can I also just say, for you guys who know... Harley Throttle Juice, Roger is feeling a bit unwell at the moment. He's in hospital.
Sending you our love, Rog.
If you're watching, thinking of you, mate, hope you're feeling better soon. And hope it's nothing too serious and you're back up and running on all cylinders pretty quickly. So love to you guys up there. Roger and Michelle were fantastic when we fell off the bike. They rode all the way up to, or drove all the way up to Newcastle, where we were in hospital, and organised clothing and food and all sorts of stuff for us. So, guys, I hope you're feeling better. Who plans the rides? Well, now that's a trick question because I don't plan anything. So we generally go in a general direction and follow our nose. However, I suppose we both sort of plan it. I mean, I sort of decide where we're going, and then we sort of wing it from there. We have certain places we want to. We have certain places we want to see along the way, and that sort of dictates where the ride's going to go. So we sort of both plan the ride, I suppose. What was that question I just saw come up?
When are you heading to Radelaide? Let me know and I'll join you for a ride. I usually ride solo because I don't know anyone here. Oh, join us. But I ride with you on your videos.
Guys, those guys in Adelaide, who's that? That's
Luciano Morletto.
Luciano, there's some guys on here from South Australia listening to this. Luciano's looking for somebody to ride with you guys in Adelaide, so that'd be great. And we would love to. There you go, bolt bucket straight away. Where you want to ride? This is why I love this bloody community. It is fantastic. Right.
Let's all connect, guys.
It's fantastic. We would love to come to Adelaide, and we definitely will come to Adelaide. Yeah. I've actually got an invite to come to Adelaide for lunch next week, in a couple of weeks' time, by one of my crazy mates from Western Australia. So I may be able to make it. I'll see how I go. Could be a tough ask. over and back in the day. The next question is, what's your favourite road? Okay. I reckon my favourite road to ride is the Great Alpine Way. The 27th, 28th, that sort of weekend, Baldy. Yeah, the Great Alpine Way is fantastic. It is so picturesque. It is just beautiful. That whole loop from Myrtleford, Bright, Wandilla, I think it is up over
We've got
Hotham.
someone watching all the way from America.
Hello, America. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope everything's going well over there. Yeah, up over Mount Hotham, into Omeo, through the Blue Duck Inn, and into Midder. That is a fantastic ride. And I've got to say, anywhere, if you haven't done the Outback, do the Outback. It is there is nothing better than riding for kilometre after kilometre after kilometre in just pristine, beautiful temperatures. You know, it's just magnificent out there. If you haven't done that, get out there and do it. Starting point address is the BP McDonald's westbound in Rockbank. You can't miss it. It's a huge place there. One of those big stops.
You're going to put it all up.
Yeah, I'm actually going to put this up on the Victorian Rallies Runs and Events page, hosted by Whitey. He's going to put it all up there, and I'll put an actual map of the actual ride up there as well, so you'll know, and also the stopping points that'll all go up there as well. So yeah, so they're the two favourite roads I've got. If you want to go worst roads, the worst road from bloody Toowoomba to Roma, I think it was, that is horrendous. Oh my God, that's shocking. Our next holiday. Well, we're supposed to be going to Tasmania towards the end of January. There'll be a couple of short ones in between there. We want to get down to, I'd like to get down to Portland. I'd like to get down to Lake Centrance. It's just going to depend
Myrtleford, I'd like to go back.
We've got to go back to Myrtleford. It's just going to be dependent on weather, because listening to the Weather Bureau today, they're talking about this rubbish until
next year,
mid-January. Yeah, so I hope it doesn't go for that long, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Where would you like to go next holiday? Anywhere in particular?
I said Myrtleford.
Myrtleford, okay.
Up near that area, Myrtleford, Bright.
Yeah. Next question is any future upgrades? Future upgrades to the bike? I've pretty much done most of the upgrades to the bike. The only thing I want to do is get some driving lights. I'll get some driving lights on. I'm still waiting on the front suspension to come in, but that was already I've already said that was happening. That's just, again, we've got supply chain issues with Harley Davidson, so I've just got to wait for the front suspension to come in. That's going to be Axios, like I had on the Ultra, and they were fantastic. The other thing, I've got a bit of a surprise coming up. I've bought another bike. Yes, I'm nuts. I've bought another bike. I bought a 1996 Road King. You need to see Dartmouth Dam when it's overflowing. Yeah, all those things are magnificent. I bought a 1996 Road King, which I'm looking forward to doing some work on that. It's going to be transformed into a Vikla. If anybody doesn't know that sort of stuff, what that is, that's with the 21-inch spoke front wheel, lots of bling. And it's going to be, I'll film all that, and there'll be another sort of series I'll put on the channel, which would be fun. That's one of the big upgrades I'll do, and on that, there'll be heaps of stuff on. Yeah, they are way cool, David. I love them. I want to get to the 8 now there you go. There's an offer from David Hoggy up there.
And he's the nicest man you'll ever meet.
Hoggy's a great bloke, and he is our local tour guide when we go up there. Him and Susie, they are the nicest people. Actually, everybody we've met in Bright's fantastic, to be honest. But they are fantastic, and if there's an open invitation from anybody, that's the one you want to take up, because he will show you around and go to places that you would normally not know to go to. That's David Hogg. You can hit him up on Facebook, I'm sure. That would be a great thing to do. If you're in the area, go up there, see Hoggy. He's a great bloke, and you'll have a great time. He'll take you to all the good places to eat, all the good places to see, and he's become one of our really, really dear friends, and we love him to death.
Love you, Hoggy.
Now, the other question I've been asked is favourite burger joint. I've got two favourite burger joints. That was from Pete Smith, asked me that one. Kermon's in Warrnambool is a ripper. Mate, their burgers are grouse. And the other one, while we were away, we were in Mildura, and it was called the Corporate Moose in Mildura, and it had some fantastic stuff. I think Phil had a big burger there as well when he was there with us. And both of those were fantastic. If you've got any other burger joints you want us to go and have a look, we're happy to go and check out burger joints anytime. The other good one, if you go up to Hoggy at wait, you bought another bike? What's happening with the boat? You'll need to, yeah, that's right. The boat is going.
The boat's going.
The boat's going. If anybody's keen on, if anyone wants a great boat, there it is. It's going.
Please buy it.
We need some room. We need some room. We need some room, so it's got to go, and it'll be replaced by there's actually a studio going over there. Some more exciting stuff coming up. I haven't told you this. We're actually going to start a podcast as well, and that'll be with Whitey from That Harley Couple. He and I will start doing a podcast. We're going to have plenty of special guests on there. Lots of good.
Because they're both, not being able. Start again.
Anytime you're ready.
Because they both talk a lot.
Glad we got that out. Whitey doesn't mind a chat, and yes, Bolty, you can be a special guest. Who's watching? Question from my son Milo. Who's watching? Why me? What's your first Harley?
Question for my son Milo, who's watching. Why me? What was your first Harley?
Well, my first Harley was actually the Ultra Classic. That was my first Harley. Up to that point, I'd had sports bikes, road bikes. Also, I've had every bike you can imagine. And then how we got onto that, there was Elon and I went to Thailand for a holiday, and we were riding around on scooters and all sort of stuff. And Elaine said to me, "Why don't we get a Harley when we go back?" And being the husband that likes to look after her wife, and there was no, I was straight on it. Literally, had it organised before we got home. And I don't know if Phil's watching. He did exactly the same thing.
So did Whitey.
Okay. Hi there. I live near Dalesford. I'd like to join the boat. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if there we'll get her onto that run as well. And so who was that? And Whitey did the same thing. Yeah, well, I think Whitey was. What's your favourite child? Question mark. Tanisha, will you go away? Who's your favourite child? At the moment, you're not, because you're bugging me. But they're all my favourite children for various reasons.
Hang on, there was something about Bendigo here.
Yep.
What is that?
Yes, Thailand is expensive, especially if you go over there and you want to buy a motorbike. It's expensive being over there, and then you end up coming back here and forking out a fortune.
Okay,
So
here we go. If anyone is joining us from Bendigo, let me know and we can ride to the starting point together.
Who's
That's
that?
from Chris.
Oh, from Chris. That's Chris Ferber. So yeah, thanks, Chris. That'd be great. So if anybody's coming from Bendigo, jump on board with Chris, and you can come across together. And this is what I love. I just love the people getting together. I reckon this is just going to be fantastic.
Mm-hmm. It's not poor Tanisha, trust us.
Would love to do a vloggers meetup in Uluru. That would be fantastic. Yes, that would be a great thing to do. I think that would be absolutely awesome. And again, look, guys, if you want us to come to certain places, send me a message. I'm always open. If there's special places you think deserve, if you think there's special places that you think deserves us to come and have a look at, by all means, let us know. We're happy to come. I think a couple of things. If you ever see us out and you want to come and talk to us, come and talk to us. We will talk to anybody. We look forward to it. At the Thunder Run last week, we had a lot of people come up to us and say hi. It was fantastic, and we had a lot of people said to us later on they wish they had said hi and were a bit too scared. Don't be scared to come and say hi. We are happy to talk to you.
We're just like you guys, nothing special.
We're nothing special. Trust me. It's just we're just us.
We're just on bucks. That's all. Like you guys.
And with that, I think Whitey just said it there, and Two Degrees has just answered there. If you're interested in us organising a couple of rides, if you want to go away, let me know. Shoot me a message. I'm actually thinking about doing it anyway. I think it would be great, especially this group. I think it would be really good. If you want us to start looking at organising some rides, I would be more than happy to look at that and take it on board. Being as we're announcing the podcast, may we ask for suggestions for segments? Yes, that'll be the other thing. We'll put that stuff out on social media and on our various pages when we do start the podcast, which shouldn't be too far along. You're very scary, especially with the camera. Oh, come on, Pete, you were on camera up in bloody Broken Hill, mate. We're looking for suggestions. We're looking for people to interview. We're looking for ideas for segments. At this stage, I think we're going to do it every couple of weeks. We'll have it on up. What the hell is Bolt Bucket doing now? That'll be a good segment. So there'll be all sorts of stuff on there. Everything, not just Harley related. Obviously, it'll be predominantly Harley related because we ride Harleys, but it'll be all sorts of stuff. We'll interview all sorts of different people, and I just think it'll be a really good, again, a good way of putting back into the motorcycle community.
And if any of the Pillions got any questions,
yes.
On the podcast, they can ask as well.
Who's that? Build, ride, repeat. How you going there, mate? 4 a.m. Geez, you're keen, mate. I wouldn't be up 4 a.m. Geez, good on you, mate. Thanks very much. Yes, anybody? If anybody's got any questions for Elaine, as well as to how she gets around as a pillion.
You fall asleep.
Yeah, she's not. Believe it or not,
I fall asleep on the back of the bike.
Elaine falls asleep on the back of the bike. I think that's what actually happened when we actually got hit. I think Elaine was actually snoozing and forced us to tip over. No, that didn't happen. Any sort of ideas you want for... And that goes for you guys too. If you want to ask any questions of us as to what we do to try and get your wife on board. I know some of you really want your wives to come along and they're not that keen, but you just have a look at this fantastic community we've got here, even on here, lots and lots of people coming along board. There's no better reason. And look, we'd love to do some rides where we just go out in the bush somewhere, do a nice ride and have a barbecue. That'd be fantastic. Yes, Pete, I would love to go up to Dartmouth to have a look at the overflow. At the moment, I think the Hume Highway's cut. Yeah. And we've also just found out that one of the roads out of here has also been blocked, and another road out of here has just been blocked too. It's tough to get around at the moment. So I'm just gonna. And the other thing is, we don't really want to inundate people in those country areas at the moment. I want to let them get back on their feet, get cleaned up. The last thing they need is us having a gig up there.
Okay, someone's asking any good places to rent a bike around you.
Sorry?
Any good places to rent a bike around you?
There's an Eagle Rider here out at Ringwood. I'm pretty sure. I can get back to you on that. It's Eagle Rider in Ringwood. They do it. They're not far from me. Depending on where you're coming from, of course. If you're living around here.
Thanks, Keenan, my favourite son-in-law.
I wanted my wife to get started. For now, she's got a Honda Grom. It seems a long way to the top. All I can say is, guys, two things. If you want to get your wives and partners to come on board, I'll tell you this. It's a different ride. I want Elaine to enjoy it as much as I do, right? So I've set the bike up so she enjoys it. The seat is extremely comfortable. Yeah. There's plenty of room to put stuff in. The suspension's really comfortable. Everything's set up for the two of us. I've put floorboards on there so it's easy to put her feet on. And look, I take breaks probably every 100 k's or so. So every hour we'll stop and have a break and have a walk around. I want to make it as enjoyable for her as it is for me, because it's something that we both enjoy. I mean, Elaine enjoys it almost more than I do. She really, really loves it, which is why I was shattered when we got hit, because I knew she was going to struggle to get back on. But it's been good that she's back there. But you love it as much as I do, don't you?
Yeah, I love it. I love meeting the people. I just love being on the bike. Just the freedom of being on the bike. I just love it. Yeah,
it is a fantastic lifestyle. And if you really want to get look, if you want us, I will. If you're around here somewhere and you want me to come and talk to your wife about getting on a motorbike, you ring me. You tell me to come, and we'll come up and we'll tell her all the reasons why she should come, and I'll get her up there and you'll start enjoy. It's like being young again. Let me tell you, it is fantastic. You get out there, we go to all these amazing places, we meet all these amazing people, and I can't tell you how much fun it is. It's just the best thing you'll ever do.
HD said Harley Roadshow. I'll be travelling from the US. Well.
Yep. So, well, when you come, if you're coming from the US, you make sure you look me up when you get over here. I'll be happy to show you around.
I think he's the one that was asking about
the Eagle Rider. Yeah. If there's anything I can help you with, as far as possibly a silly question, but I live locally. My wife isn't too comfortable riding too far, so wondering if we can jump
on and meet you part of the way through the ride. Yeah, sure.
Of course you can. Absolutely. Wherever you want to come, mate, you can do part of the ride, all the ride, half the ride. You want to meet us at Wood End, meet us at Wood End. It's totally up to you. This is no... and that's, look, honestly, again, that is the best way to start. You don't want to overwhelm somebody. Just get a
ride
whistle.
a little bit and turn around and go back home. Whatever your wife's comfortable with.
If you want to come to Pig and Whistle, absolutely. It's a great little spot there. Come along there. It'll be a good spot for you to come, and it's not a big ride. Shut up. Thank you.
Whitey, you're so funny.
Yeah, look, like I said, you don't want to force them, but it's one of the best things you'll do. It's a great thing. Any more questions, guys? Nothing else. Look, if there's nothing else, guys, we'll probably wrap it up there. I didn't want to make it too long for you, but look, if you just keep an eye on our web. Pillion question from Elaine. Katie wants tips for dealing with helmet hair.
Just don't worry about your hair.
Yep.
That's my advice. Just don't worry about their hair and have a good time.
Yep, 100%. Put it in a ponytail and enjoy. What was that one from Baltic? Oh, but I see we're in Australia. Can you tell my wife why I don't come back for 3 days, just a little ride? Haha, enjoy. It's very addictive, isn't it, mate? Like, once you get out there, are you on Twitter? Elaine's on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I don't use Twitter much, but I am. I am
by
on
Harley.
Yeah, by Harley. That's exactly right. I don't get the helmet hair thing. No, you wouldn't. Shave, Katie. Yes. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to wrap it up there. Like I said, BP Rockbank westbound. I'll put a map and everything up on Whitey's Rallies Runs and Events page, the Victorian Rallies Runs and Events page. I think I'm saying it right. We'll put it up there, and you'll be able to see exactly what's happening. But other than that, yeah, 8:30 there for a safety briefing. Make sure you're fueled up. Bring some, just in case it is going to be a bit inclement. Maybe if we're still going to go.
Yeah, just get your weather gear just in case.
Yeah, as I said before, Kyle Sandal lens look alike without the crap. Yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks very much. And this is not what's the other bird's name? We just is with Kyle.
Jackie.
Jackie O. Yeah, it's Jackie O. It was more like Jackie O Nassus with the Jackie O.
I'm very intelligent with my glasses tonight.
Guys, we hope to see you on Sunday. I hope it's a great day. I hope the weather's good to us. We really want to be a success.
Thanks. Come on and have a chat to us.
Yeah, come and have a chat. And remember, make sure you sign up because there will be a prize pack giveaway. And we'll see you all then. Thanks for turning up tonight. We really, really appreciate it as always. Catch you next time on the Harley Roadshow. See you then. See you guys. Have a great one.